We're live.
We are live.
Yeah, just hanging out here. We came on a little bit early. Hopefully you can hear us.
Yep. Just getting logisticized.
So give everybody a chance to share it so people can watch. We're gonna be on here for a little bit, I think.
Depends how long I can stay awake.
Yeah, to chat. This is on YouTube and Facebook. So
Saturday night foolery. I didn't know I was going to be part of that. I didn't see you for that. All right, share.
Are you seen the live video?
I see the video. I see us.
Okay.
Share to.
Somebody said, "What's up?" I can't see. Oh, so I just
James Percival.
All
So,
right, so
this is what old and crippled looks like.
all right, David, sit back. Continue doing what you're doing. I'm going to explain to everybody why I look the way that I look. So, just in case you guys didn't know, I broke my collarbone. I was coaching 12U baseball, and we were doing a relay at the end of practice, and one of the teams needed an additional runner so that the teams were even. And the other coaches asked me if I would do it, and I said, "Yeah, sure." Granted, I'd been standing at first base, coaching first base for the last hour, 45 minutes, standing still. And yeah, so I'm the last person on the relay on the run. And this kid is coming around home, and I'm taking off from home. And I start showing out, laughing and giggling at him like a clown, high stepping, acting like a fool. Round first, and I'm like showing out, and I'm turning the burners on. I'm really getting it. And about 2 steps before I got to second base, I felt like my legs were turning to jello. I was like, I probably need to ease out of this a little bit before I fall.
It's like I told you, Mr. Percival, over exuberance.
And then as soon as I thought about falling, I touched second base, and then one more step, and there was no more legs. And so I was headed straight for my face. So I tried to do a tuck move so that I could roll out of it. Only problem is I had no thrust with my legs, so I just kind of dead weight, just falling directly on my shoulder. And yeah, I broke my collarbone pretty good. I hopped up though. I finished the race like a true champion would, and we won. So shout out to the home plate team at 12U Dodgers practice. We smoked them. So that's what's up. That's why I'm in a sling right now though, because after practice, I drove home in the most excruciating pain, and my son felt really bad. But then my wife drove me to the emergency room, and that was our date night because we usually don't get away from the kids, but we got away from the kids for a couple hours, so that was our date night. So if any of you saw the post on my personal page about that being a date night, that's why we were there.
Yeah, that was a cute picture.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, I think I did all the right techno things.
So what has James? It looks like James just said.
So James is saying, we demand sometimes shy. Good luck with that, buddy.
She's in bed. Oh yeah, she did a live stream earlier. I was taking a nap.
I was probably too.
Yeah, so
somewhere else.
I was taking a nap. These pain meds that they got me on. What did James say?
He's glad you're okay. I think he's saying that to you.
No, he's probably saying to you, you're the old man.
Oh, thanks, James. I appreciate it. I'm glad I'm okay.
All right,
too.
so we went to Starbucks. We went to go pick up Mr. David here because we're going to be doing an episode recording tomorrow. And due to my limitations, I can't drive, so we had to go pick David up so that we can be preempted with getting that recorded so you guys can get the podcast. You know. No excuses, right, James Person?
Right, commitments.
But we went to Starbucks after we went and picked David up. My wife asked the barista if they would write cripple for the name on the top of my drink that I'm holding in my hand right now. And it says Cripple's Latte.
They were very polite.
They made sure everyone in the vehicle was okay with them writing this on a cup before they wrote that on the cup and handed it to me. They really wanted to. They really wanted to, and they were really excited that someone presented them an opportunity to shit on cripples.
It was an interesting evening.
Uh, what is the thumb? Is that a thumbs up? Is that a middle finger or a peace sign?
I think that's it's either says 50 or 100. I think it's 100. We've been given 100.
I think James is the only one watching this too.
I think so, but that's okay.
So we're having a conversation with James.
Hello, James. How
Hey,
are
James, we're going to be recording tomorrow. If you
Yeah.
want to show up, we're going to be recording on the front porch exactly where we are, probably.
Yeah.
Unless it rains, then probably.
No, not if it rains.
If you want to show up and show out, you can show up and I'll show out.
We can do a truck episode.
A truck episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can sit in the truck.
Talk about
what did Percival say?
First of all, heck yes.
Hey, so just so you guys know, James Percival, he has some hats being made, and he'll have them available in a couple weeks. And as soon as I get one, I'm going to be wearing it on the live stream.
So James says, "What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? What do you think is worth talking?
I don't know. Hey, let's worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow, what are we going to talk about right now?
What are we talking about right now?
I don't know. We can talk about invitations.
Invitations. Oh yeah, fun.
Oh, I want to say one thing about invitations. Just because somebody invites you doesn't mean you should be obligated to go.
Mm-hmm.
Just FYI. And if you're inviting people and you expect them to go,
yeah, that's
you might want to let them know that, hey, I expect you to be there.
Yeah, you better, on pain of death.
And if you don't expect them to be there, don't expect them to be there.
Right.
I mean, some people are special enough that if they give an invite, people are going to show up regardless. Right. But I'm not that special. This is no slight at you, James. This has nothing to do with you. It just so happens to be that we invite you. I just realized that.
Well, then there's a thing of not getting an invitation when you think you should have got one, like the evil godmother.
Oh, yeah.
The 13th fairy godmother.
Yeah. You should have invited me.
Yeah. Why didn't I get an invitation?
Well, what if you have like an open invitation and people don't jump on the open invitation?
They forget.
Well, no. What if it's like, it's been a long time. I wonder if that invitation's still active.
Well, it might not be.
Yeah, but how do you know?
It's kind of
is an open invitation really an open invitation?
Kind of awkward to ask. It's kind of awkward just to show up.
Yeah, but is it really an open invitation? You can say, "Oh, you're welcome anytime."
Anytime.
Do you really mean
3 a.m. in the morning on Sunday? 3 a.m. coming into Monday.
Is that how long you plan on doing this live stream, dog? I got better shit to do, man. I want to sleep at some point.
Monday's close.
What about that live?
Not anymore.
Who's commented? Some comments have shown up.
Commenters. We have a commenter.
I'm high on pain pills, guys.
Are you guys doing Mayday at 5th Avenue? I think we might well be.
I think it's expected that we will be. So, assuming that everything goes poorly, we still should. Right. So, hey, actually, talking about that, if we're going to be there, we got to have some shit to sell, guys. So, we have some ideas we've been talking about. Should I present them to the ideas, David?
Sure.
Okay.
Throw some ideas out there.
One of the ideas is we do a couple of word shirts, some shit that either David or I would say or have said.
Words.
Yeah, and then just brand it with our D, maybe like the little D that's up there in the corner right now. Maybe not. Maybe something. The other thing we've been working on that we haven't unveiled yet.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Surprise.
But a couple of sayings that we would use, like James would call driftwoodisms or something like that.
Yeah.
We were thinking about having some of those available, but to have them available for pre-sale, so we could be there and people could do the pre-sale there and online, of course, and then we would get them made instead of making all.
Right. James says that's scary. Could you be a little bit more specific? Could you clarify?
It would be of the humorous variety. I don't know. We got some stuff written down. I got my notepad out here. You're asking too many questions. What is this, an interrogation?
Well, please don't brand things with your D's.
Listen. One of the ones was what was it? Give them the D, and we're gonna have our little D in the quotes or in the or the brackets.
I can't get it right. Somewhere over there.
It's a touch my sunglasses. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Not the sunglasses, the D, the little D.
I'm the big D though. You're the little D.
Gonna go the little D. You're gonna give me away. My childhood flashes before me yet again.
Somebody else said something. Who said what?
Someone's saying something. This is Katie Percival. Oh my goodness, Katie Percival. Good morning, Mrs. Percival. She says, James, get back in the house. James Percival says, no. I don't know.
Hang on, let's take a vote on this. Should James go in the house?
Yeah, let's vote on it.
Hey, if you touch
He's
on that, if you touch on those comments, they'll show on the screen. If you touch on the comments, they'll show on so everybody else can see.
Okay, so I think that's what James was referring to as scary, not branding with our D.
Touch a different one to take it off.
So we've stumbled into a domestic. Katie Percival says, "Get in goddamn house, James Percival," and he's saying, "Hell no, wench." And then somehow James continues with his insults of some unknown person, referring to them as a shriveled D. So I can't think who that might be. Anyway, so
would it be? Just touch it again to take it off there. There you guys. Now you're all caught up with the domestic.
Yep.
What David would call, we caught a domestic.
Caught a domestic. Yep. I hate those calls.
So, if you're invited to a youth sports event, you have to go. David, have I invited you to my kids' sports?
You have, and I feel really bad because I haven't.
You should, because you're a terrible person.
I'm a terrible person. That's why I haven't attended it.
That's why, or you are because of a result of not attending?
I think it's kind of a homeostatic kind of symbiotic thing.
It's like chicken egg thing. It's a cycle. It's a circle.
Yeah, I like to reinforce my householdness by turning up.
Well, as the inviter,
yes,
you are never obligated to show up. And if you do, I would be surprised. So I'd be like, oh shit, like I wasn't kidding, but I am surprised.
So then that's when it turns out it wasn't actually an open invitation.
It's like, how long though? Like, what if we don't talk for like 10 years and then my youngest kid is planning something and you show up to that one and he's like, hey, what's up? It's like, oh, like you're just gonna show up like that?
Yeah, now.
Yeah. You said I could show up anytime. I was available today, so I showed up.
Finally scheduled in the ball game.
How would I feel about that?
I had to do laundry.
Honestly, used to I would be like, oh asshole, you can leave.
I was busy taking over the room.
But now I would be like, oh shit, man, I'm glad you could find time. Let's catch up. Yeah, I would really, because listen, you would probably only be available that day.
Yeah. Never to be seen or heard of.
If you hadn't showed up in 10 years, I would expect that it would be another 10 if you survive that long since you're ancient already.
Right. Shriveled D.
I got to quit laughing.
What is James? I think we would feel obligated if you invited us.
You're all invited to my kids' sports things because I want as many people to show up and cheer as possible. All of you are invited. Okay,
so just a little bit of self-aggrandizement. Timothy Bukowski says, y'all kick butt. So that's off camera, y'all kick butt. So yes, we do. We do kick butt. And Mr. Timothy Bukowski says, you guys are looking like Faith No More circa 1990.
You can touch this comment.
Oh wait, let's replace it with that one. I like this comment better. Yeah. How's that feel?
As you guys comment, the best comment, we'll put it up and leave it on the screen.
How about that?
Gets you a little bit of
incentive. Now James will be racking his brain.
Yeah, best comment. You know what? If you guys can share this also, so that we can get some interaction, so it starts showing up in front of people.
You're right. Please share.
So we have a plan. We're gonna start maybe Saturday evenings doing more of these, and we're gonna try and line up some people to come on as like guests. Just kind of like cycle them in and cycle them out.
Oh, that plan. Right. Yeah.
Not the other one, Pinky.
Thank you. I'm glad you did share that with.
So I look like a pirate with a little D covering my eye.
Yeah, that's D patch. That was a little D.
What are the
That was a
comments?
little D
What are
patch.
the comments?
There's comments. James is laughing at us hysterically. Timothy, F yeah. All right, so Mr. Timothy Bukowski says F yeah. And James, more like J and not so silent Bob. So that would make me J.
Hang
Right?
on, now, hang on. I want to say one thing about that. I want to say one thing about it. I know we did a live stream when we were at Fifth Avenue, and Rory Bowman had made a comment about us looking like Jay and Silent Bob standing out in front of the gas station. So,
Nice. Nice.
yeah, so I think that that's the second time publicly that we've been called out as looking somewhat like that. But today I'm not wearing the hat. It's mostly because I only have one effective
That's true.
arm,
That's true.
and I don't feel like adjusting a hat every 45 minutes.
Right, right. Because one arm does
Well, for some fucking reason,
that.
the muscles across the chest affect both arms.
Ah.
So even moving the other arm kind of sucks sometimes.
So, like, you're in pain, right?
Well, you could call it that.
So what if someone had invited you to do what you did to get that injury intentionally? What if they invited you? I'm sorry, that was way too complex.
In hopes that I would hurt myself,
if someone invites you to hurt yourself the way you did, would you
like if they
take
said,
the invitation?
would you say, "Hey, you want to come hurt
You
yourself?"
want to come break your collarbone?
Fuck no. If that's how it was presented, if that's
Hey,
how it was
buddy.
presented,
What if they said, "Hey, buddy," first? Like,
hey, buddy,
hey,
hey,
buddy,
buddy.
you want to break your collarbone?
But
What about them? Would you be more tempted or slightly pressured?
I actually would be less tempted.
Less tempted.
But like, okay, first
the
off,
suspect.
I call
you
I
buddy.
call people buddy. Okay, what are you mirroring me now?
So,
Huh? Oh, what are you trying to get me to do? What are you trying to get me to do? Okay, we've had some comments. Let's see what we got.
Oh shoot!
Can we
I'm
get
not
the
keeping.
change in
I'm
there?
not keeping up with the comments here. Actually, this is a pretty good comment. So while I read the others, let's put that one up. More like Jay and not so silent Bob. Okay, so it's a D patch on your eye. Yes, James, that's right. Or are you trying to say something else? Anyway, that
Scoot. All right, is this better?
that's what does it. I tell you what.
Other way. There you go.
How's that?
Oh, that's better. Make me the center of attention.
I'm gonna have to scoot up.
Yeah,
James,
see, I'm the
you're
cripple.
James, you're a pain in the butt. You know that. I appreciate your input, sir. That's what does it. Mr. Timothy Bukowski says smoochy boochies.
Ah, he's seen Jay and Silent Bob too. That's what's up. Yeah. If you haven't seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, at least that you should watch that, or Mallrats, or I don't know. There's a bunch of them.
There's one with what's her name? Alanis Morissette or something. Yeah, anyway, check that out.
All right, guys. So, what were we talking about? Invitations.
Talk about invitations.
Oh yeah, y'all are all invited to my kids' sports stuff. Now, are you obligated to go?
Are they though? Because you don't. Well, you wouldn't expect them to.
But I don't expect anyone to do shit though. Look, if I ask you to come help me, I don't expect you to. If you do, I'm super excited. But like, if I ask you, sometimes I forget that I've asked.
James says, "So Daniel." That must be referred to some previous statement. Maybe. James, you need to give us some clues, man. It's a little hard to guess when because there's a delay on the comments. So
No, there's a delay on the thinking.
I think there's a delay on us.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
my part.
James, we're
Not
delayed.
you, Jay.
We're slightly delayed. Please help us.
I told you, I've been taking pain meds, so
I don't have an excuse. I'm just stupid.
he drank a Truly.
Oh yeah, truly, which is like the slightly less mockable version of White Claw.
It's classier. It's this
Slightly.
the can looks classier.
I guess.
It's all bubbly. It looks like bubbly. It looks like champagne in a can.
Okay, so James is clarifying, I hope. Okay, here comes a comment. Stand by. Standing by. We're standing by.
Comment.
More comment.
Engaged.
Okay, no, but this wasn't James's comment. Thank God we're not being voluntold.
Voluntold?
Voluntold?
Voluntold, probably?
Voluntold.
Voluntold.
Yes.
That sounds like a military guy talking, certainly. Was that Tim?
That was Mr. Tim Bukowski.
You're not. It's like when I ask I say, "Hey, can you go do this?" And they're like, "No." I was like, "No, let me rephrase that. You're going to do it."
Well, my grandparents got around the whole thing by simply saying, "Here, I'll let you do this. I'll let you take the trash out." Like,
Oh, I do that shit to my
like,
kids.
thanks. Now I get to take the trash out.
I do that shit to my kids all the time.
Tom Sawyer.
Have we had a better comment yet?
Oh, wait. Okay. I quite like this one by Mr. Tim Bukowski.
Tim, listen, you put the bangers of the comments.
Yep. So, James, first of all, now this is his standby question. So, Daniel, what exactly do you learn from your hazing young athletic kids? Let me just reread that to make sure I got it right. So, Daniel, Daniel, what exactly did you learn from your hazing young athletic kids? That is actually what it says.
Okay, I know what he means.
Oh.
Listen, he's laughing because I went out there and I was clowning, showing out. Yeah, put that up there. I was clowning and showing out, hazing these kids, putting blast on them, telling them, "Look, this old man's outrunning you, high stepping."
Yeah.
I damn near ran backwards just to mess with him. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it.
You know what? You know what? After Shy messaged me and you messaged me about the accident, the injury with a X-ray, I was like, oh. And then for some reason, I spoke to James on the phone. Either he called me or I called him. I guess those were possible reasons.
Y'all were concerned about my health. Thank you.
But he asked me what happened, and I said I don't know, but I'm pretty willing to bet. So there was some over exuberance involved.
That was the exact cause of it.
Over exuberance.
All right. So to explain further, I learned that there was some humility there. I could have got up embarrassed because I was acting such a fool, but I was doing it to inspire and light up these kids so that they could have fun. I wanted them to see me having the most fun that I could have. Even when I fell and hurt myself, I was still having a blast, man, because the kids were all into it, stuff like that, and I was really just trying to send it home. You know, I'm a fan of theatrics, so yeah, I tried to engage with that. I mean, I fell, I fucked up my collarbone, but you know what? Those kids died laughing, and I thought it was worth it. I thought it was totally worth it because I didn't give up, even because I could have been embarrassed. I really could have, because I was acting a fool. These kids were, I was acting a fool. So I deserved it probably.
So what did you learn?
I learned.
I think that was the question, right?
I learned that I cannot push myself the way that I used to because my body does not respond how I used to. I can't just come out cold and bust off like a home run trot around bases. Can't do that.
Yeah.
Just my body doesn't. I'm not a rubber band anymore.
Right.
And I learned the hard way.
Yes.
So I've never fallen and broken anything. Excuse me.
Happy days.
Yeah. So lesson learned.
Well, I'll tell you what. I guess this is the dailies. James says yoga would help you, but before we get on to that,
all right, James, hang on. Listen, I can't do yoga right now.
Mr. Bukowski, I'll come back to you.
Listen, James is referring to the fact that every time he tells me something, I'm like, "Have you tried yoga?
Have you tried yoga?"
And he's like, "Yes, I've tried yoga." I was like, "No, but have you tried yoga?
Have you actually done yoga?" Yes, I've done it once.
So now, because I prescribed that to him, I prescribed that to him with everything. Now he's trying to ask me. He's going to prescribe it back to me. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, that was clever, James. All right. Anyway, so Mr. Tim Bukowski says, "Stars shut out the dead wings in Detroit."
Oh, cool. So hockey. So the Dallas Stars. I don't know if they're doing that well, but I do remember at Fifth Avenue, Tim was upset about one of the games that they played. I hope they've done better, Tim. Or Timothy. Sorry, I don't know what you prefer to go by. But it seems as though if they shut out the Detroit Dead Wings, I don't know if they're any good this year, but they usually are. And that's pretty good, right? Is that good, Tim? Is that what's going on?
Well, there's another comment by Mr. Bukowski, but I'm not sure if that is related to the hockey. He says, like that Vince Papala guy in Invincible.
Oh yeah, the
Vince
Invincible.
Papala.
Yeah, so he went to play for the Eagles. Yeah, so the Eagles had a change of coaches and stuff like that, so they had put on a locals tryout, and so they allowed Vince Papali to come on and play as a basically a walk on streets, and he was like they had him on special teams. I think is all he ever really did, but. A guy from off the streets just came in and was able to join the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's a cool ass fucking story. Yeah, so watch Invincible. It's a Disney movie, I think. Oh, unless you're boycotting Disney, then you're fucked, I guess.
Why are we boycotting Disney?
I don't know. Some shit's getting boycotted all the time. I don't know. People and their movements.
Well, I know why Coke's being boycotted because it's racist or something.
I don't know, but
I only read the headlines. I don't go in depth. I don't analyze stuff in depth anymore.
all right. So Philip Daniel had shared something, his thoughts on the Coke thing. I
Oh
remember,
yeah,
and talking about it was kind of like a offset group, and those people had since been terminated, and that wasn't actual Coke training. That was like something somebody put together for their team.
Well, it really doesn't matter whether it was or not. It's still just a reactionary thing that's going on. Oh no, they're like this, or oh no, they've done that, or no, they've said this, and everyone climbs on the bandwagon, and yeehaw!
Listen, that's the problem when you start shitting on people's sports. They have to bandwagon other stuff, right? So if you leave people's entertaining sports alone, leave politics out of it, let them root for their sports teams, then they'll stay out of the politics, and you won't have the bandwagoners so much.
Okay, so Mr. Bukowski says, heck yeah, Dobie is in league with Ed Balfour now. Good stuff.
Oh, that's what's up. You know what though? I need to watch more hockey. I just don't really like watching TV anymore. Oh, so I watched Taylor and Allie. They had suggested we were on the day camp thing
Yes,
to watch Dread. So I watched it. That was a banger ass movie. I've watched it before, but I rewatched it. I was like, hell yeah, that was a really cool ass movie. Then I was thinking about.
So this is not the Sylvester Stallone Dread.
No, I watched that one afterwards.
Is this Antonio Banderas Dread or whatever?
I don't know who it is. It's not Matthews and Master. It has a woman in there as the rookie.
Right, and she's a side cop or something.
Yeah.
Yes, I have seen that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So I rewatched that. Hella dope. All right, what are the comments?
Okay, so Mr. Bukowski says Marty Turco couldn't pull that off all those years he played here.
He's talking about when he was the goalie, right? Or the coach, goalie or coach. I know the name. I think that was a former player as well. Sorry, Tim. I'm a little bit out of it because of the so I apologize. I'm trying to remember.
And I'm no help to me. To me, it's all sports fault, so I apologize.
Well, they use a puck. It's a frozen puck. And also, funny thing, I was at a Allen Americans game one time, and I was sitting on up like 6, 7 rows or whatever, and they had a puck come around the ice, and it went behind the net, and it hit me in the fucking arm. Nice. I had a welt and a bruise. That shit hurt like hell. I can't. It was hard as shit too. That puck was hard as hell.
Was that impact anywhere near the collarbone?
No, it was on my arm.
Oh, you just said the wrong thing.
Yeah, this was fucking years ago. Years ago.
A micro stress fracture, all that carried on for all those years.
This was around the time Terrell Owens went to go play for the Allen Wranglers for that game, the single game, I think.
Oh, I'm not keeping up with comments here. Mr. Timothy because that's like getting shot. Yes, I imagine it would be like getting shot.
Yeah, no shit. It hurt like hell.
Okay, James says, how did your visit with Tony and Ben go?
Not to get in too deep, but the visit with Tony and Ben went fantastic.
Yes, it was a very pleasant afternoon. The sun was shining.
Yeah, kids came out. Kids went over there with us, hung out, had some fun, played on their jungle gym.
Yep. Introductions were made, which is always pleasing.
Yeah, got to Got to laugh about a couple things. We got to talk about a shanty, and she
yeah.
sheds.
Yeah, she sheds
She
tiny
shed
homes,
tiny homes. Yeah,
invitations to come and live,
yeah,
come and stay.
and planing wood.
Oh, really? I missed
Yeah,
out on that.
and then suggestion of not planing the wood for decorative effect.
Not planing wood for decorative. Oh, I see.
Yeah, so leave the rough.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Anyways, that's getting too deep into it, but essentially, it was a good time, Ben.
That's revealing too much.
Thank you for
We don't want
asking.
to get too
In
deep.
case you guys want, Ben and Tony, I've been a guest on our podcast
Yes.
twice,
At least twice.
at least twice, and
Oh, and then COVID shut the third one up.
yeah, and as them being guests, they both have their own projects that they work on.
Yeah.
Ben does the Lost Connection Tarot. I shared something today on my personal page from Instagram. If
Yes,
you have
he's
an
mostly on
Instagram,
Instagram, though he
check it out.
does mostly Instagram, but he does share on Facebook and YouTube, maybe.
Yeah, he does his daily readings videos on Instagram.
Okay, yeah.
So if you want to check those out, they're usually pretty good. I say usually because I don't watch all of them.
The ones I've looked at, because he does a bit of writing with the ones I've seen on Facebook, and yeah, I'm digging it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Tony has her boudoir,
Uh-huh.
yeah, boudoir photography that she's doing, and then her group. So that's hella cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really good. We got to talk creatively a little bit about it.
Right.
And yeah, so what else? Oh yeah, since the last I think real live stream, we did like that day camp.
Right.
Right. So we did like a 3-minute live stream, and I don't think we've done anything since. Maybe we've done.
We were planning to do another one later on.
Oh, we did do another one, but we were separate. I remember. Yeah, but yeah, so that 3-minute one, we were supposed to talk about something, but we had forgotten
what it was.
Yeah. Do you have we talked about it?
We ended up actually talking about it at the day camp.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember.
See,
Never
that's
mind.
the thing that we keep not being able to remember.
Yeah, I know what it is now.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Anyways, so we went on a day camp, sort of. Really cool. Put hammocks out, had a fire, had some conversations.
Yep. A few snacks and that.
We were out by a lake. It was a breezy day.
It was beautiful.
Sun was intermittent, mostly cloudy. I got a sunburn. I don't know if you can see it. I have like a tan line across my head.
Wood was all damp though.
Because I was wearing my hat backwards because I'm one of those cool guys.
Yep. We actually talking about the fire. We had some help getting the fire started.
Listen, I gave as little effort as possible.
It was key, but
getting that fire started.
Yeah.
I started tearing up little tiny pieces of cardboard because I didn't want to go out and gather supplies because I didn't really care if there was a fire or not. But since David was trying, I was trying to contribute what little I could. And then somebody came with a better plan, so I walked away.
I knew there were several parties who would be pleased by a fire. So let me put it that way. So I thought it was a thing to do.
I wish I had a straw. This hurts with me.
Get you a straw.
Nah, fuck the straw.
Yeah, that's called empowerment right there. Yeah, fuck the straw. Don't know the straws get.
We got comments. Where are the comments?
Comments are incoming. Okay. Timothy Bukowski says, "Gotta go, guys. See y'all next time." Yes, sir.
See you later, Tim. Thanks for coming on and chit chatting.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Uh-oh. James says, "Question incoming." So I was right. Question incoming. So James is cooking up another.
Hey James, do you want to
question.
hop on the video? I'll send you an invite, dog, if you want to hop on, and you can talk, and the world can see you. They see your beautiful face.
Admire your beauty.
Your beautiful face.
Did you observe the
you can do face? Oh, you can do like you can wear a mask since you refuse to in stores.
Yeah.
Listen, we can ask him about his last live stream if he hops on.
Then they can observe your beauty.
Yeah, we can get James twisted up on his last live stream.
See the deadpan face again?
Oh, your face is always dead.
I know. Question and comment. Maybe we should put this up. Just keep people's attention.
We can just sit silently. And
check that out. Question.
It's in your court, James.
Question incoming. It's all on you, big bro.
Hey, if you go to more, click on more at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
See where it says invite.
Post, comment, layout, private chat, broadcast, settings, cancel.
Oh, never mind. Guest.
Guest?
Click on guest. Yes.
Invite a guest. Copy to clipboard. Copied.
Now put it in the comments. Got a more? Post comment. And it'll post it on YouTube and on Facebook. You gotta hold it. Nope, not that. Up top where it says post comment. Oh, you got paste.
Share.
Nope.
Chat.
Nope, not that. No. See where it says post comment? Sorry guys, we're trying to put the invite in the comments.
Yes, forgive me guys. I'm something of a Luddite.
And then hit chat.
Chat, hit chat. Oh, I want to chat. This is so exciting, this technology.
Click on this. Yeah, click on. There you go.
Okay.
So the invite is actually in the comments. So if somebody wants to hop on, they can click on that, and you have to give StreamYard permissions because we stream through StreamYard.
Yeah, because we're cool.
Any of you guys that are watching, if you want to hop on, you can click on that. We'll get you on. We'll talk to you.
If anyone in Japan is watching, please come and say hello. Say hello to my wrestler friend.
What time would it be in Japan?
Oh, I don't know. It's like plus 15 hours. So, oh shoot, I don't know. 12, 3 in the afternoon.
Hey, I wonder.
Something like that.
I wonder if they got. Can you go and look at the stream? Oh, we got guests.
You got guests?
Yeah, click on the. Shit. Sorry.
Click on the shit?
No, see where the red is?
The red? Oh, look, that I recognize that face. I think we should hit delete. Oh, add to stream.
What's good?
Well, let's see how that works. Oh my God, what is that?
What's good?
James Percival.
What's happening, gentlemen?
You have to move closer to me, David.
This is not 6 foot. I feel outraged. I'm outraged. Can you see the outrage on my face?
I can see it. I can see it.
What's the question incoming, sir?
I was going to ask you a question until you guys started trolling about the whole post office thing, but the question I was going to ask you was, you have a
James, hang on a minute. We got some technical difficulties here. We can't quite hear you.
Okay, hold on.
We can sort of, but not that good.
I don't know if I need to change anything on my own.
No, it's going to be the output on here.
I've got a quick solve here. Let me pull it up here and we'll mute your speaker on there. Sorry, guys. Technical things, difficulties. Never say difficulties. Technical.
We've not done it from the phone like this before.
Yeah, not like this. Okay. Let's see.
You realize we're gonna have a hell of a lag.
Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Gonna be repeated.
Anyway, so go ahead, James.
Okay, so can you hear me better?
I can hear you all right.
Okay, so the question I was going to ask you was, let's say you guys have a 100% survival camp out. And you can only
survival camp out?
Yeah, you can only bring 5 things with you. Only 5.
Okay, we can only bring 5 things.
What are those 5 things going to be? And it's 5 between the both of you.
5 things between us?
Yes.
What?
Survival. Don't blame me.
Astroglide.
Oh, God.
Huh?
That's 1.
Oh, God.
I'm not coming.
It's too late. You have to. It's for survival.
Well, hot sauce.
Okay.
Because I put that shit on everything.
That's
definitely makes the human carcass more palatable. I mean, listen, let's be honest. At some point, there will be only one. So it's something to consider.
Oh, we got comments.
We got comments. I think you're obligated to go. Go. Who? Sorry, Miss Katie Percival, Mrs. Katie Percival. Who are you talking to?
Hey, Katie, you can hop on too if you want.
Who's obligated, and where are they obligated to go? I think we need some clarification. But survival items, okay. I'll tell you what. Definitely a cutting implement, something like a 3/8 inch or even 1/4 inch spine full tang blade. A metal container which is able to withstand flame to boil water. Some cordage. I don't know.
Astroglide.
An Astroglide. And I don't know, man. It depends. It depends on the survival situation. Whether
trees or is it like desert?
And is it a situation I actually want to get out of or not? But no, regardless, it would probably be a tarp or something like that. Because the knife, the full tang knife, metal cup or
I'm
flask,
thinking more like a sword
or a sword. I don't know really how good that is for whittling, but
survival though depends on how many enemies there are.
Oh yeah, so it depends on the survival situation. Are we talking about zombie survival? In which case, all of my metal implements are going to be probably heavy artillery or machine guns.
Yeah, what are we surviving?
I don't know. It was just a question of survivability. I was gonna say you could, if you bring a wounded vet hat, you'll survive almost anything. Like,
you think zombies don't eat people with vet hats?
Yeah.
I would beg to differ. Of course, I can't prove it, but
I watched Iron Legend last night.
Yeah, that's a pretty good movie too.
What did Katie say?
Oh, there's more. David, he didn't want to go.
Oh,
David said he didn't want to go. Oh no, I didn't want to go because of the choice of items. Because of Daniel's choice of item.
But I think she said you were obligated, so you're still obligated.
Yeah, she's clearly obligating me to survive. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't think she should choose your body, your choice, dog.
Yeah, right. I choose not to survive.
Speaking of your body, your choice, said you guys were trolling me on the post office thing on the mask. First off, I appreciate that.
But you don't. Does this make you feel better?
No, it doesn't.
No,
not at all. Not at all. I'm sure you heard the story. I know. Which one did I tell you? Put it down. Oh my gosh.
Hey, so James, why didn't you want to wear the mask in the post office, man?
Yeah. Do you care to share that little adventure of yours?
My body, my choice.
Your body, your choice. Federal building, their choice.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I don't care. They said it was against the law because it was in a federal building.
It was against the law.
It's not a law at all. She's like, well, your president said this. And I'm like, your president said whatever. It doesn't matter.
Did you scream as they were taking you down? Did you scream, not my president?
No. I screamed Astroglide.
Well, it's not because Kamala's his new president.
Apparently so.
I know.
We have now a president of the United States.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. I wasn't about that life, honestly. And it was.
Oh yeah, so you don't like the feds?
Let me just.
Well, you don't like the post office.
Hold on a second, guys. Hold on, wait. Don't go too deep into this because you're. No, so.
You're catching on quicker, James.
The day before, the same lady told me she was apologetic and she said, "Listen, I don't like them myself, but my bosses really don't like when I help people and they don't wear masks because it's a federal building." I was like, "That's fine. I'll just wait for it to hit my P.O. box. No problem." Well, I went back the next morning, and this was the second day it was supposed to be in my box. Same lady, she's like, "They're here, and they'll get really upset."
The feds?
No. The post office.
Oh, I thought she was trying to give you a heads up. They're here. The feds are here.
It was giving me,
Put your mask on.
but she's like that. She was pretty discouraged by helping me because I didn't have a mask on. You could tell it affected her because she was upset she had to tell somebody no. And so I walked outside and I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to deal with it this time. So I went back inside and then I waited in line for the people. And then the lady that she was warning me about came out. And before I said anything, she went kind of ham, and then she had a mask right here on her face, by the way. Her mouth and her nose were showing.
Nice. That's
you have to put a mask on before I can help you.
That's what you do. That's what you do when you work in food processing and you have a beard. That's probably what she was going for.
Covering her beard? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you got to cover the beard because you might get some of that in someone's food. That's what she was probably going for.
Yeah. Well, she just got very authoritarian with me, and I wasn't about that life, so I said no.
Oh, James has a problem with authority.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sure. Not like
is it authority or female authority?
Don't say that shit, dude. That's crazy, man.
We're not getting into that. Okay.
It's one of those things, No, I'm just kidding. Not both.
Well, James, since you joined us, all of our viewers have left. Just thought I mentioned that.
Viewer. I was.
Oh, was that you? Why have you stopped watching, James? That's so rude.
Now my wife is.
How dare you?
That's even worse.
How's that worse?
It's worse because my wife.
Well, James, you're on YouTube right now too, so
awesome.
Yeah, you're going to be a famous YouTuber, man.
Why?
Oh, Katie says she's still here, wherever here is.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, it shows nobody's watching though.
Yeah.
They're all liars.
No, I can hear
maybe she's not watching from the direct feed though. I don't know.
I don't know how this works.
I don't either. This is all. If you guys understand this, please help me out with it. I don't get it.
Yeah, technophobes or something.
Wow.
I just want to talk on the radio.
So, James, how do you feel about invitations? If you got an invitation, do you feel obliged to turn up or make an excuse to not turn up?
It depends on the person invited me and what they're inviting me to. Like if Daniel were to say, hey, my kids are having a baseball game, I would literally feel obligated to go. Because at that point, he's asking me. And it's like, I really don't, but I do because I don't want to disappoint him. And, you get to see multiple types of entertainment, dancing around, running, breaking collarbones.
Definitely entertaining.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Katie says, I guess we got to put this up for prosperity. Prosperity. I don't know, whatever that word is.
All right, so I want anybody that sees this to say is that Katie claiming she's the only one watching. If she's not, leave a comment.
Yeah, the claim has been made. She is the only one watching.
Leaving that up here until we end the live stream unless somebody else comments.
With eyes. With eye. Aye, Katie.
All right, so what should we talk about on the podcast tomorrow, James? What do you think?
Suggestions?
What have y'all been talking about? What's relevant for you?
My broken collarbone.
Yeah,
Mostly.
It's kind of one of those things. We'll just have to get over that,
I'm just tired of talking about it. I like telling people the story, but I gave a really long story to begin this.
Yeah, I know. 49 minutes into it, by the way.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we've almost done a whole podcast episode. See how easy this is?
Almost.
All of you guys should want to hop on with us. This is so easy.
Yeah, all you got to do is hit the link, right, James?
That's right.
Is that what you did?
And then you got to copy a link and open up Safari or whatever you have. Put it in there.
Oh.
Give them.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah, you got to go through StreamYard.
So it's still fairly easy, right?
it's pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you click on the link, it takes you where you need to go.
Yeah. It takes you to TikTok. Gives you a Chinese IEN. And then says you got to swear your first children by that guy. I don't want to say his name because people listen and watch him from China, but
Right.
Yeah.
David, your phone's talking to you.
It's funny you actually mentioned TikTok because I was going to say, do you think it's easy enough for the TikTok crowd to handle
No.
And yes, my phone for some reason has decided to reset itself right now
It said
In the
hello,
middle-
Moto.
in the middle of a live stream.
Just in case you guys didn't know, he has a Motorola phone. If you want to hack it,
Please don't hack me. I can't afford to have it unhacked.
Nice.
Have it unhacked.
Well, whatever they do is, to make it
I think they
Just
bleach
as your-
it,
by
like
the way,
Hillary did with her
Here.
hard drives.
with actual bleach.
do you want to see the fruits of labor that my wife did today inside of our beer can?
Do we want to see your
Yeah,
wife's
show
fruits
it.
of labor?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Make
Is
sure
it, is it Samoans?
I'm just repeating. I'm trying to repeat everything important James says, just in case it's his feed that's
Alright.
not good. We haven't heard from anyone whether it's James. James is quiet, but I don't
I
know.
don't know which. Here we
Anyway,
go.
you gonna show us your Girl Scout cookies?
No, hold on. All right, ready for this?
There's
All
a
right,
lot
I'm
of-
not sure.
What? Classy, the slow roll. Look at it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
We have and I want to show everything, but we've got everything done now. Like this is the other side.
Hey, we have an official watcher. If
Hey.
the watcher is looking, if you see that comment, if you're not that person, leave a comment.
yeah. If you're not the only one watching Katie Percival, no, wait, who's watching her? No,
She said she's the only one watching. She made a claim, a brave claim.
Yeah, she
a
did
big claim.
looky eyes. Yeah.
Is she watching you, James? Can you see her?
She's back here she's in the hole. She's in her dungeon right now. She can't come outside.
She's in the hole.
Is that
Yes.
what you call the place where you do the thing?
No,
The dungeon.
no.
Wow. Are we
That's-
changing the subject again?
Oh, I like that again. But yeah, man. So built this table today.
You
It's a
built
bit-
that today?
Yeah, we built that today.
I can tell.
It's
Oh,
very nice, James. Very happy. Very happy to see you being creative and productive like that.
Yeah.
Is that going to eventually be put in a dungeon or?
Yeah.
Yes.
There. Yes, that's very bright. Yes, indeed. So tomorrow podcast. Let's talk about what you guys want to talk about tomorrow.
Hang on, there's a car passing. We can't hear you.
Oh.
Hang on. All right, go.
So you guys want to talk about the podcast tomorrow?
Oh, listen, we don't just sit here.
Oh, you don't
and
think about it? It's off the cuff.
There's proprietary method involved with determining what to talk about.
Very proprietary.
Explain that.
Highly confidential. Eyes only.
I see. So offline.
We just need ideas of subject matter.
Okay.
That's it. We're
Um.
basically like improv comedians.
Yeah, more improv than comedians, but yeah,
Mostly improv.
yeah, mostly improv. I don't know, that's not funny.
I'm just kidding. It is not quite as complex as we're making it seem. However, at the moment, we have some ideas on what we want to talk about. We just don't have our notepads in front of us.
Right. Yeah, generally what we do is we gather up ideas and notes throughout continuously, and then we'll refer back to them if there's anything juicy that is relevant.
Yeah.
Mm.
We discussed how we figure out what's relevant.
I wish I could do a poll on here to ask the one person watching what they think we should talk about.
The one poll, the single poll.
Hey, Katie, what should we talk about?
Yeah, since you claim to be the only one watching, if you're still watching, what do you think we should talk about?
Look, she's making sure James don't say nothing bad.
Is she watching James? That's what she's actually doing, just watching James.
She's actually cussing right now. Talking about I'm fucking watching and this that. Yeah, I don't know if you can cuss on the D.
If that's what's actually going on, that she's watching you talk to your friends.
Hey,
That's kind of sweet, but also slightly creepy.
we can turn this into a prank show real fast, James. How committed are you?
Challenge accepted.
The most committed wins. Remember that.
I'm very creative. I'm very brave too. So what you got?
I'm not falling into this trap. She might actually be watching.
Well, let me take the comment off. See if she makes the claim again. Ha 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 ha.
Just put your ear to the door to see if you can hear us talking in there.
Yeah, see if you can hear us.
Can't
No,
hear
never
yourself?
mind. Actually, that would have been really out of taste. What?
Oh shit!
You can hear yourself, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Delay.
Oh, we got an active listener or watcher.
Watcher. Nice. Hello, whoever cares to join us.
Hello,
I'm still watching. Oh right, well, that one definitely has to go up.
This is starting to get creepy.
I think this is directly addressed to James.
This was a message for you, James.
It says, "I'm still watching." Watch your back, man. Keep your six tight.
Do you have like a full tang knife for survival?
Yeah, I have a. What did you
Keep
say?
it with you.
Keep it on hand.
What was the Queen's English for that? It was a implement, a cutting implement. Was that
It's
the Queen-
cutlery, my dear.
Cutlery, my dear. My dear.
It's all cutlery.
Hey, what do you think about the Queen being racist?
Is she racist? Which
Ooh, I don't know,
one?
man.
Which
Why was
queen?
What makes you think she's racist?
You immediately thought of the white English queen, didn't you? Such white supremacists. So racist. All of you. All of you. No, but yes, we are talking about the white English queen.
I think that there's something floating around the social medias about her being racist. I just keep seeing the memes, but I don't actually know.
Okay, so for anyone who else doesn't know, here's how little I know. Okay, so Merkel, who married her grandson Harry, she's saying that her grandma or that the queen is racist and misogynist and all the rest of this like bad stuff that
She's a dude's dude.
apparently so. And Harry is like, yes, dear, that you're right, dear. And they went on Oprah recently. Now, bear in mind that they're millionaires. They went on Oprah recently to complain about oppression and stuff. And Oprah's a billionaire, and they all sat and had a good old chat about how oppressed they all were with, their bathtubs full of gold bullion they swim around in.
Yeah, but money doesn't get you out of oppression. It just makes it more luxurious.
More luxurious oppression. Give me that. Give me that. I want some of that luxurious oppression. I want to swim around in like Scrooge McDuck. Yeah.
Swimming in the.
I was thinking about making a mistake. I would die.
You would die swimming around in gold? Well, maybe it was liquid.
It'd be pretty difficult to swim in heavy metals.
You could just roll around on top of it. That would be satisfying enough. Rolling around on the mountain of gold.
Could you imagine trying to walk on a pile of gold coins? It'd slide like you're trying to slide every step you take.
I don't know. I think if they're compacted down enough, it'll be okay.
If it's flat, you should be good.
Yeah.
But if it's not flat, like it's Scrooge McDuck stuff,
I think it could be really therapeutic walking on gold coins.
well, it could become stressful if you start to slide.
That could, yes. And maybe hazardous in the earthquake.
Likely.
It'd turn into liquid, quicksand. Like, how solid particles move around when they shake and liquid, what's it called?
Hey, James, is water wet?
Liquefaction. Look it up.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yes, water's wet. Yes.
You heard it here first, guys.
They've already heard it.
You assume. Have you asked?
I'm going to relay this to you when I change your mind.
Have you really asked?
Water is wet.
That's what you think now.
That's what I know now.
Mark the day on the calendar. The 20th of March, 2021.
Hey, James, is it possible that you could get more information and your mind be changed?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Nope.
At all that water.
Okay, so
is it possible?
So we have collusion.
Hang on, James is talking.
Oh, sorry.
Is it possible at all that water is wet?
It's possible.
I can't believe you caved, man. You just let go of your entire life's work just right there.
No, I say that it's possible, but I don't think that it is, and the reasons why I don't think that it is, we'll discuss later.
Well, Katie's last comment was, Water is wet. I clearly see husband-wife collusion.
Oh wow.
She's just
Yeah, now they're plotting against us.
yeah. She's just reinforcing your worldview.
Well,
Ooh,
I
maybe
water wet anymore.
maybe with the podcast episode, we can talk about music.
I like music.
Most people do.
Most people do.
Yeah, some.
Is it music or is it the relation they have to music?
We can explore that.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right.
Settled.
We're gonna be talking about our sexy music, white boy.
Unless we change our mind
Game.
in the morning, which we might. But as far
No,
as right
not
now,
sexy music, funky music.
Yeah. But hey,
That's how white I am. I don't know what funk is.
We were in a live stream. I gotta go take medicine.
Oh, he's on a schedule, medicine schedule.
Yeah,
So
I'm
how
starting to hurt.
to change right at the hour mark. He's so conditioned that when the hour mark hits, he's like, "Oh, we got to."
Yeah. Hit that morphine button.
Hey, that shows you that we've gotten consistent with our podcast, and you guys should go listen to it. Check it out at the driftwoodpodcast.com or whatever platform you listen on. James, you got any shit you want to plug?
Man, lots of stuff, but it's not time yet. It's not right. We're getting there. My hats will be in soon. I'll tell you this, just as a real funny joke, real quick. It's not funny to me. Is I got all the stuff came back today for the company, and they put 2 apostrophes between the Y and the S, and so now they have to refile with the state because right now it's Percy quote S barbecue, so it's not going to work very well for me. So now they got to redo that. That's going to take another 3 weeks or so, but it is what it is.
So they put an S after a quotation mark?
No. Instead of mine it's PERCY apostrophe S, but they put 2 apostrophes and an S.
So instead of it being an apostrophe, it was a quotation.
It's a quotation. Yes.
Nice, smooth. Yeah.
It's like I'd be looking for the start quote or the end quote.
Pretty much. So I've got that going on. But anyway, yeah. So working on the barbecue ordeal, settling on a couple of spices. Like one is getting really close. I've got to do some with some people. So some people will get some samples here pretty quick. After that, hopefully that'll launch us right up, and then the barbecue ordeal will start ASAP. And it's been a long time coming, but ASAP.
Yeah, man, I'm hungry. Hurry up.
Plug is this newfound place that I have. I call it's a little small heaven, but it's that Fifth Avenue nutrition place.
Yeah.
Place is pretty gangster, no joke. So if anybody, the one person that can hear me behind me and on this little live stream hasn't been to Fifth Avenue Nutrition yet, you should go.
Yeah,
you got to check out Fifth Avenue. They're going to be closed on Sunday, but they're open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., and on Saturday from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays, they have waffles all day. Wednesday, they have Waffle Wednesday where they have their special waffle. They got all kinds of drinks and all kind awesome stuff. You got to check it out. If you want to see how real artisans still do their stuff, that's a good spot to go because they make all their stuff in-house. Except for their coffee. Their coffee's Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Yep. All around good place.
That's all I got, guys. So
cool. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to end this live stream too. Thanks for hopping on, James, and also expect us to do this every Saturday. You don't have to hop on every Saturday. We're going to try and do live streams.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
Obligated to, so I guess I'll have to be free every Saturday. What are you doing? Hiding back there in there.
This is going to be ritual before recording day.
Look at her. She's hiding back there in the hallway. She's trying to come out.
Tell her she's YouTube famous now, even though our shit on YouTube gets 0 views.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 1.
No, most of them have 0.
What time tomorrow, by the way?
All right, later, James.
All right. Also, Dryftwood, here you can go to the guests. Click on that, and then we're gonna kick James out. Click on him. Just click on him again. No, no worky. All right, hit the X. Whatever, guys. All right, so did my phone freeze?
Something's done messed up.
All right, cool. So we're my phone froze. But anyway, so we're actually going to get out of here. We're gonna end the live stream. But thank you guys for hopping on. Thank you for watching. We're gonna try and do this more regularly, like a Saturday night hangout. You guys can hop on, talk to us about whatever. Yeah, share it with people. Get them on. So if you think somebody has something interesting to talk about, get them to watch this live stream, not this one, the next time, and get them to engage. And yeah, we'll talk about interesting stuff. So appreciate you guys engaging. Love you guys. Check us out on driftwoodpodcast.com and all major platforms. Love you guys. We're out.